Hey DV, welcome back to another Conquest Journal episode. I'm Joshua.
I'm Jennifer.
Let's get started. Here the Via organizations created the annually tradition of Day of the Dead.
Let's see what they did.
Every November 2nd, we celebrate Dia de los Muertos. We put up altars and do events to remember them. This is how Del Valle celebrated.
The altar, it was very personal this year. This year was about theater and theatrical plays. As we did it, and we were talking about the different types of theatrical plays that we could use, I had lost a friend in May, and she was my student teacher. She came here to Del Valle, and she was helping me teach the students. And when we did the altar, I already had thought of when I found out that she was had passed. She's something that she loved to celebrate, but she actually would get in dress like a Catrina. So that's the person you see right there in the middle of the altar.
Even Misigala's National Spanish Honor Society made an altar in the memory of the popular Mexican singer Vicente Fernandez. They also explain a little bit of what they put in the ofrenda.
We chose Vicente Fernandez because in the Mexican culture he was very well known and had a great impact, and even to this day his songs are still widely listened to through generations. So we tried to represent him because many people admired him and his memory lives on.
We put the hat and the guitars because there were the elephants that represented him, also the skulls that represented death, and the bread for him to eat along the way.
We also put the cempasúchil flowers in the ofrenda because they serve as a guide for our loved ones to follow the path back home, and the candles are to light this path for them to get safely.
Isleta Fine Arts hosted a celebration held at the central office, including folklorico, mariachi, and visual arts. Over the years, we still honor this beautiful tradition. Reporting from Conquest Journal, Naila Loyola.
Attention seniors. Graduation will be here before you know it.
Let's make sure you're all prepared and ready to graduate.
With just a few months left until graduation, requirement deadlines are getting closer and closer for seniors. Ms. Julie, Del Valle's college advisor, can help you complete your college-related requirements.
Now's the time to apply for financial aid or scholarships. All of those deadlines are first come, first serve when it comes to money. And since everybody's required to complete the FAFSA application, those monies get depleted right away. So get your applications done. If you need to retest, take care of that this semester, and also do your financial aid, really important. The district requires one college application. However, here at Del Valle, we require 3.
You can visit Ms. Julie in the Go Center if you have any questions. Del Valle has academic requirements that need to be completed as soon as possible. You can visit your counselor to find out what you need.
Seniors, at this point, you should be emailing your counselors because they're going to be the ones to give you individualized attention, definitely for what is required per student. But so mostly it's emailing your counselor, making sure you get their email. And also we send out senior failure letters. So unfortunately, I know it sounds bad because it's a senior failure letter, but on that letter, everything comes out, whether you need FAFSA, whether you need LOC or EOC test, or you need your community service hours. We have the blue forms that are out here with the counselors. And you just get the form. Remember, even if you're in a sport or activity, don't count on your sponsors or your coaches to give you those hours. You need to fill those out and then get the signatures. The district decided to reduce the hours. Normally it's 80, but this senior class only needs 40. And so the deadline to turn in those 40 hours is on May 1st. And then for the 300, remember, we're still honoring the 300 hours so you can get a cord for graduation. Those are due by March 31st. So go ahead and get your hours in so that you can get the cord.
Seniors, email your counselor, talk to Ms. Julie, and enjoy your last few months in high school. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Julian Ocon.
If you are in dire need of a haircut,
Check out this student barber here at Del Valle.
Ryan Hijar is a student here at Del Valle High School, and he is juggling school, work, and his future career as a barber.
Haircut prices when I started at $10 just because I wanted to get out there more. But when I got into the barbershop, when I started working into the barbershop, my prices went up. So they're at $25 right now for your first haircut. Like for my clients, I give a lot of bursts, mid drops, low drops, tapers. A lot of tapers. The tapers are usually just the fades on the side and in the back.
Depending on Ryan's schedule, he is taking appointments throughout the week.
If I have time after school, I take them right after school. And if on the weekends, I do a full time of just working and getting all my clients in on the weekends.
Ryan provides regular fades, hair designs, trims, beard trims, and eyebrow designs. If interested, schedule an appointment with Ryan through his Instagram at hejar_blends_2. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Alejandro Lugo.
Nowadays, we all like to recycle more, but not all of us know what to do.
Here's a story about the recycling program here on campus. The recycling program is back, and with the help of Ms. Zamora, students and faculty can now be part of helping the environment.
So we started by placing recycling boxes that we made from recycling items on every classroom of the school campus. And then what it does is that the teachers and the students can throw all the recycling stuff in the boxes.
Everyone can recycle, but not everyone knows what is recyclable. Here's Ms. Zamora talking about it.
So we can recycle anything that has like plastic or anything that's like aluminum cans, paper of all kinds. You can't do Kleenex. You can't do water bottles full with water. We have to dump the water out. They have to be kind of clean. So if you have a can, you might want to rinse it a little bit before. But the more clean we have them, then the better.
Here's what you can do to help the program.
Well, they can start by throwing the recycling things that they utilize to the recycling boxes so that we can throw them away, because we don't get as much trash because a lot of students just throw it to the trash can.
Now that you know about the program, do a favor to the planet and recycle. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Jennifer Soto. Are you in for a treat?
A student here at DV sells sweets and decorations for any gift giving or party needs.
Let's get into it.
Ashley is a DV student who runs her own business outside of school.
Something that inspired me to start this business was spreading love with treats. Something that's so small like strawberries can just make someone's day so much brighter, and I just thought it would be a good idea to start that business.
Having a business also comes with many responsibilities.
I think one of the biggest ones is just stay on top of time management. I think buying all your supplies, just staying on top of all the customers, making sure that your customers are satisfied. It's really hard finding time because of all the clubs and extracurriculars that I'm in. I find any time before school, after school. If I have to go home early, I will. The weekends and any free time that I can find, I find it.
She sells an abundance of items.
I sell anything from any party arrangements like strawberries. I sell flower arrangements, balloons. I do anything between baking and all of that.
Contact Ashley at 915-262-7519. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Darren Nava.
Times have changed and your sleep schedule too.
Let's see what daylight savings did to you.
Daylight saving time, a time where everyone participates in setting their clocks an hour forward in the spring months and an hour backward in fall months. Daylight savings in America has existed since 1918. Today, daylight savings is being put into question by the American people.
My opinion is that I am not a big fan of it. I really don't like how it throws off our sleep schedules for that one whole week. People get more stressed out during that week because of it. I don't like the stress that it causes during that whole week. I kind of wish that it can, we can just get rid of it.
Others would rather keep daylight saving the way it is. It reduces crime, conserves energy, and saves lives.
Okay, as far as daylight savings, I really don't mind the daylight savings because when the darkness is starting to come in the morning, I actually naturally adjust to the change, so I really don't have a problem with daylight savings.
Whether or not your body agrees with the time change, make sure it adjusts according to your sleep schedule. Reporting for Conquest Journal, Angel Ray.
Midterms elections were November 8th.
With much at stake, let's see what our community has to say.
The midterm elections will decide whether Democrats or Republicans will control Congress for the remaining part of President Joe Biden's 4-year term.
One of the things about voting during midterm elections is just being a part of the democratic process, always making sure your voice is heard. Like I always tell my students, if your parents ask you what you want for dinner and you don't say anything, you can't complain about what you get. So if you tell them what you want and you don't get it, then you have every right to complain about what's served up.
There's a lot of important issues right now and a lot that needs to be changed. Let's hear a few ideas.
I really have always believed that a lot of these things, a lot of these big time issues that we're seeing now in the news, I think they need to be decided at the state level.
With a new generation of voters registering for the first time, here's some advice.
Stay off of social media. If you want to get your news, stay off of social media. Research the candidates from both sides and see what their platform is, see what changes they want to implement, see what they're for.
So for first-time voters, one of the things that I always tell students is to definitely get involved, but also be educated.
In some states, votes are still being counted. In Texas, the results are in, and Greg Abbott remains governor. For more information on local, state, and national elections, visit epcountyvotes.com. This is RJ Bracamontes reporting for Conquest Journal.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. I'm Joshua.
I'm Jennifer.
Signing off. Hip hop. Giving you all the Joshua rap. Here, let's try this. No, it's in the camera.
You can't read it.
That's the part right there. It's all just too much. One more time. You're staying here at DB.